Shalom, shalom, shalom alaikum, Yashira. And what is going on with the Gentiles that are following after Yah's righteousness? I'm King Brittany Chanel. A king is a descendant and a ruler of a divine people. That divine people descend from the Most High Yah. That particular line is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? And our king is King Yehoshua HaMashiach. All glory and praises to the Most High for another Mocha Modesty podcast episode. In this particular episode, y'all, I am so excited for this episode, y'all, because I've been talking about the Siren spirit for a long time on this channel. And I've never talked about how to identify it in women all the way. I've talked about some physical signs, but today, darling, we're going to be talking about how these particular type of women move and what type of women that men should be out here avoiding, okay? Let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Go ahead and like, comment, and share the video. Let's get started. So me just giving y'all the overview. Side chicks have a siren spirit. Siren spirited women or people, because a man can have a siren spirit as well, they have a spirit where they are designed like Delilah to seduce, to get you off of your divine purpose. They are sent to do what the enemy Hasatan typically does. They are sent to, number one, take out, steal, and destroy. That is their mission. A lot of men get deceived by this particular siren spirit when it's presented in women, because due to lust, it causes men to not think about things from a spiritual warfare perspective. This is going to be talking about the art of spiritual warfare. I do have a book on Amazon called Conquering Spiritual Warfare on Amazon. I will put the link in my description box, because women, being daughters of Zion, they should know how to practice spiritual warfare. Men should know how to practice spiritual warfare, because the enemy walks to and fro like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. Okay, so one of his ways that, like I said, he has corrupted women is convincing women to get into number one, using sensuality as her identity, sensual liberation as her identity, and also her leading with sensuality, but also using influence in a negative way to cause brothers to slip and fall. Now, brothers have to be accountable for them, because like I said, if you are a lust-driven man, you are going to end up in poverty. You are going to end up destroyed, like Samson was destroyed by Delilah. It's just that simple. The Most High is just not having you read the Bible and these stories for no reason. He's using this to warn you that do not join yourself with a harlot, because you will be reduced to a piece of crumb, okay? Dust. If you don't want to be a dust mite, a dust bando, a dust mop, I suggest that you pay attention in this particular episode. Now, a lot of women don't really realize why I'm standoffish to a lot of women, and I always have a high level security around just women in general, okay? And women, you should have a high level of security around men also, because a lot of these men also, like I said, they have that siren spirit, where if you are a young lady and you have a particular ex that keeps trying to spin the block around certain program times of the year, that's a man that might have that siren spirit. If that man is just, or woman, man or woman, fellas, the woman, if they're just trying to immediately get you to get into lust or sensual sin, that person was sent to hit you up. That person was sent to target you for the kingdom of darkness. It's just that simple. A lot of people, they're out here playing and the enemy is not playing with them. All right. So we're going to be looking at a young lady that wrote into, I believe, an African blog where she's going to talk about how she has this siren spirit where these women, like I said, they participate in a lot of forms of witchcraft, beautification, painting of the eyes, you know, the a lot of stuff they use, the extensions that they use to appear as something else or someone else, the any of that wet look stuff, the extremely tight clothes, demon claws, all of that stuff. It doesn't mean that the person is a bad person. It just means that they may not be educated in how the marine kingdom works and why that stuff was given to women to corrupt a woman, right? So Hasatan looked at himself. He felt like he was beautiful and he began to get beside himself. That is the same thing he used to help corrupt women, right? Women by nature are influencers. This is why Hasatan likes using women a lot of the time, and he uses them to destroy men and to destroy, you know, just things in society, okay? So this is why it says in the Torah, a wise woman builds her house and a foolish one tears hers down. So it talks about the power of a woman through her influence. She could build her community or she could tear it down. So let's look at what this young lady wrote in and said, okay? Y'all, I saw this post and I was so disturbed looking at the post because we are in a fallen society, a society that pushes that siren spirit, that lustful spirit. These women they are always throwing it in your face, and they pretend that they don't know the right from the wrong, but they know what they're doing. They're influenced by these spirits, like I said. So this person wrote into a vlog. I don't know what the name of it is, but the person is called Juro. And it says that she's in love with her friend's husband and that they started having relations some days after her wedding. And it says, "Hello, Juro. Keep me anonymous, please. And thank you." Why do you want to be anonymous? You obviously was looking for the attention from this post. This is why you wanted to psychologically revel in it. This is why, ladies, y'all got to stay on y'all game and be praying against these siren spirits and the strange woman spirit that is out here, because y'all husbands going out into the world every day. It's a lot in these streets. So she says that, "I've been following you for some years now and I decided to share my story. Please, I don't want to be judged. I just want to be advised and guided. I am hurting someone I love. I'm in love with my friend's husband." Ma'am, you don't want to be judged? See, this is this do as thou wilt society. Because the Father even chastised those that he loved. So if he loved you, he gonna judge you and correct you. In this society, they want to do ratchet stuff. They want to be trifling. They want to be foul, but they don't want you to call foul when you see it. No, love. You want it to be seen because you wanted people to know about this WH them. So, and you don't love your friend. I couldn't bear this betrayal, so I asked for a transfer from my state to another state, but only. So, we're going to get into this, y'all. First, let me say, a lot of these women do not want to be held accountable when they're doing this ratchet stuff, right? Like, we used to live in a society where you would be rounded up doing levels of ratchetness like this. You would have to wear the scarlet letter for stuff like this. This is not okay. And do not be sympathetic to the false tears or, "Oh, I feel so bad." No, you don't. Because if you felt bad, the Ruach would convict you, and you would know that your best friend's husband is off limits. The Torah tells you that every woman is supposed to be married to her own husband. So therefore, The fact that you knew that this was your friend's husband already showed that you was lusting in an inappropriate way after this man. And a lot of people, this is why they go so far into sin and they don't live a prosperous life, and they bring curses on themselves because they get into this siren activity. And then society and the fake sisterhood tells them, oh, nobody could judge you, only God could judge you. Oh, he is. Yah Most High is going to judge you for this. So you need to feel convicted in your spirit, because at least that would mean that you have a chance, if you still feeling some level of conviction, to make this right. But you need to, if you really want some advice, you need to come out to your friend and tell your friend that you did this to her. But I'm going to tell you, this lady, a lot of men foolishly believe that these little trysts or 15-minute fantasies are not going to be found out about. The Most High is going to judge men for this. If you're a woman doing this on your husband, the Most High is going to judge you for this type of infidelity behavior and adultery. This is not okay. You are literally inviting the enemy into your home to destroy your family. You are literally inviting the enemy into your life to destroy your life. And then they like to flirt with Hasatan and think they're going to come out unscathed. I've never seen it. So this would be the same woman if this lady came around the block and spent the block and did something, would be saying the lady ain't have to take it this far. Or, Yah forbid, if this man crash out because he don't want to, he start being possessed with whatever adverse reaction to the siren spirit, he start crashing out where she want to now end it, and now he don't want to let it go to the point where it no longer becomes fun anymore, because that's what ends up happening in a lot of these situations. It no longer becomes fun anymore because Hasatan is out to get you. Men, a lot of times, they don't understand that Hasatan is listening with the monitoring spirits to that locker room talk. So when you at work having, locker room talk with the boys, and you talking about how Cheryl in the department next to you, she be looking good or whatever, Hasatan has heard that conversation. Next thing you know, Cheryl is trying to bring you coffee to the job. Next thing you know, and men who is foolish enough to take any food from women in 2025 that is not your wife are foolish. They don't know how love spells and witchcraft work. And you got a lot of men that they've pumped up, and like witchcraft can't touch them. Witchcraft and curses only cannot touch you if you living right and righteously for the Most High God, and the Most High will protect you. If you praying, if you fasting, that's the protection, because the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach is going to protect you from that. But a lot of people, they walk around false. They profess Yah with their mouth, and they're not really living for him. And then they get into these situations because Yah is looking at this stuff too. You're not just doing this stuff and Yah don't see that you're doing this stuff. And the same people be like, oh, Yah got me. God got me. Oh, God bless. Won't he do it? Them type of folks be the type of folks that Hasatan have a field day with. Because he know you saying you love Yah with your mouth, but Yah, he know the word of Yah say, if you love Yah, if you love me, then you'll follow my commandments. And this lady, I'm going to tell y'all what y'all men don't know. A lot of times, these women don't even want y'all. It's the simple fact that she was sent to not only destroy you, she wanted to destroy your family, but mostly destroy your wife. This is about the serpent wanting to destroy the woman who will bring forth the serpent seed crushers. The woman is an opposition to Hasatan. The Most High got him crawling on his belly for Eve. Forever. Nonetheless, so this lady, this is clearly a witch, because a lot of these women that they sit back, this is why I believe, so I don't like social media, y'all. I really don't. I do this, if I wouldn't be up here if the Most High was not telling me that I had to do the work of the Most High Yah. If he was not telling me that I had to do this work for the kingdom, I wouldn't want social media, because social media is just a breeding ground for monitoring spirits. So that the enemy is tipped off about what you think, what you doing, how you moving, and then they know what to go get. And a lot of people are not privy to that. So you have women especially that get caught into the trap of covetousness and jealousy, where they compare their lives to other women. And this is how the side chick stuff flows. She want a husband. She ain't on her face crying out to the Most High about who her husband actually is. She's sitting up here coveting this lady husband because she like the car he drive. She like the house he got his wife in. She wants to do a destiny exchange, folks. This girl don't fool me. And then I'm gonna tell you, men's supposed to be the protector of the family. A lot of these men got loose lips. Loose lips sink ships. Honey, they telling these chicks, not knowing these chicks is sirens and witches, that's the side chick, all of their family vulnerabilities. And I just seen a story where the dude was playing games, and the chick, the little Joan he was messing with, dropped his baby off on the baby mama doorstep. These men is not realizing how Hasatan is out here moving when it comes to lust. Lust is designed to destroy you, to put your eyesight out. The Philistines put Samson's eye out, meaning his vision out. You cannot see clearly. You cannot be a spiritual assassin if you can't see straight. If you're not walking in sobriety, then you're not able to see and hear from the Most High clearly. So you're not able to see. You thinking Cheryl from the next department is an innocent person, not realizing Cheryl practices witchcraft, and Cheryl is looking to do a destiny exchange. Meaning that she want to exchange the destiny of your wife. She want to barter your kids' destiny. She want to steal your prosperity. See, a lot of people just think you just laying down. You think you just laying down, huh? You don't realize you mortgaging off your destiny. Let's go. All right, so she says, it started very innocently enough. A night out to celebrate my best friend's wedding. She was so happy. She was glowing because she was married while she was pregnant. I also been her bestie from secondary school to NYSC and more. I noticed the way her husband was looking at me that particular night. It's funny how my friend said after that night, I will find the one. So her friend, I guarantee this girl, if we look at her wardrobe, she probably has one of those sensual type of wardrobes. The type of friend that act like she don't know what she doing, wearing certain stuff around your husband, children, or just not dressing appropriately at certain events. And ladies, if you are a woman of the Most High Yah, you need to get these type of women out your circle, because you clearly, birds of a feather flock together. You cannot be around somebody that has bad morals. Bad morals corrupt. Okay, bad company corrupt good morals. There you go. So she clearly already was lusting after this girl's husband. And a lot of times those women that they secretly compete with you, you wear an outfit, they trying to wear the same outfit or trying to come up with one, or they purposely want to one up you. This is what this is about. And she's lying, saying that she was celebratory. She probably was upset that she was still single, but her friend, the whole time was like, oh, you'll find you somebody, because she really probably genuinely hoped that her friend would, not thinking that her friend was going to be trying to find her husband. But how you combat this is, you combat this by saying, Father, I shall not suffer loss in this land. Destroy any unfriendly friends that want to put me to shame, that want me to cry tears of sorrow. Destroy them. Remove them. Destroy them. Remove anyone who has purpose in their heart, Father, to overthrow my goings. Remove any unrighteous friends from me. Remove any unfriendly friends. Reveal to me, Father. This is why you have to constantly be in prayer, because then she would have seen this. The Father would have highlighted to her how this girl and how the lady's husband was moving, right? So also, if you are dating certain people who their culture is through different stuff, like there's certain cultures who their cultures, the dance style is very perverse, or you notice that they come from cultures where it's the norm to do things that are very perverse, you should really think about marrying that person or rethink that. Okay, it's not to say that the Most High can't deliver folks from certain stuff, but people that are kind of like heavy into being perverse and sensuality, I would steer clear from them as far as relationship wise, because they have that siren spirit. Like, fellas, if you notice that a woman, all of her pictures on social media, her backside is turned to the camera, or she's kind of like in a sensual kind of, she's swaying very sensually, that belly dancing stuff, or, you know, winding up to music. There's certain cultures that have, like, you know, certain music that they gyrate and kind of that sort of stuff. Pay attention to that. If ladies, if you meet a man who he off the top is talking about how he is all of this freakiness and stuff like that, and you just met him and he don't know nothing about you, or the girl is on that type of time and she don't know nothing about you, run from that person. That person more than likely has a marine spirit. Now the girl here says some days after her wedding was when it officially started. Her and her husband had kissed in truth or dare like 12 years ago, and he always looked at her but ignored, you know, she ignored him. After her friend's wedding, her friend wasn't taking the pregnancy well. She was always vomiting and admitted in the hospital because of her blood type. See, this girl knew way too much of this girl's business too. They look for vulnerabilities too to do that destiny exchange stuff. She asked her to help her bring her things in from the house, and when she got there, she saw her husband dressing up. She packed everything and was about to leave, and he grabs her hand and pulled her and said, haven't you noticed my eyes on you? And she was shy and couldn't make eye contact. He kissed her and they had relations that day, and she says, I've never been so whatever in her life. I'm gonna have to blur that out. I had to buy another, you know, y'all can read the screen. So this lady, this man obviously had a lust spirit, and this lady, she does not know how in the ways that she is cursing herself, because now you reap what you sow. And I know people be talking about karma. No, she has sowed a seed and she must pay. So now when this lady goes in her prayer closet, and this lady who has a covenant with this man goes to the Father and say, Father, this is a strange woman. Crush the spirit of the strange woman. This person is an illegal person in the marriage. Father, remove them. Whatever way the Father see fit to remove them, you get what I'm saying? He'll do it. You get what I'm saying? So that person is playing games with their life. Like, a lot of people, they downplay marriage. They don't think marriage is serious. If you cross a woman or a man of the Most High Yah, it's going to be problems. Okay? I'm talking about it's going to be problems. It could be all kind of things, from the loss of employment, getting up out of here, because the wages of sin is up out of here. I know a lot of people, they look at the Most High Yah like he's playing games, and they oftentimes do the Christianity in their push of the love doctrine. It's not to say the Most High Yah is not loving, and he is merciful, he is loving, he is kind, but the Most High is not playing those type of games with this level of sin. This type of stuff extremely offends him on a high level. And I think a lot of people have gotten it twisted, because for a short period of time, the iniquities, the cup of iniquity was allowed to be filled up, until now the Father is going to start pouring out judgments, where y'all are starting to see in the headlines people is suffering openly from pestilence for stuff they doing behind closed doors in the bed chamber. So you get what I'm saying? I got to speak this stuff because Abba Yah put in my spirit to be not ashamed of him. You cannot be ashamed out here when you're doing the work of the Most High. The Most High is not pleased with this sort of stuff. And a lot of women, they think it's cute because, you know, some of these entertainers that are siren spirited entertainers, they make it seem like it's cute. Oh, you know, the I'll take your man type stuff. This sort of stuff leads to curses. This sort of stuff leads to poverty, brokenness. This sort of stuff leads to pestilence. This sort of stuff leads to premature, you up out of here. And I'm not saying like you don't know what could come upon a person. Even, I'm going to tell you this. And if the Most High act on behalf of the married woman who goes to him, Hasatan going to be upset because she failed the mission if she don't successfully break this man's marital covenant, right? So Hasatan will then punish this woman. He could put a mad spirit on the woman. I mean, public shame, pestilence, all kind of stuff. It's just, ladies, it's not a life that you want to live going down this path where you laugh and key because you think this is cute to flirt with Hasatan. It's not. Let's get to this other stuff. Now, she said, when I reached my friend, the guilt was so much. We've been having relations for months now. Now my friend is 6 months pregnant. I left the city and he followed me. He makes me do things I don't want to do. No, he don't. You're a willful participant. I don't know how to tell him to stop. I promised myself I won't call him, but I always call him. This is what she's saying to him. Honestly, I don't want him to stop. So this lady, she do not be fooled like she cares about her concern. I believe that the Most High was convicting her at this point to stop, because the Most High always comes to you with a warning before destruction comes. So, and it could be when she say that she can't stop is that when you open up the door to Hasatan, then them demons have control. Now they are in full possession of this lady to where she could want to stop probably, but the demon has an appetite at this point. So she got a soul tie with this man, and she is drawn to this man because that's the appetite the demon got. Now, I'm going to show you that this girl is not as innocent as she seems. She wanted destiny exchange. She said, I can't continue doing this. I love my friend. I swear I've thought of, she thought about some harm that we can't talk about. She says she can't count how many times she has messed with this man. She says she misses him all the time. He travels and leaves her alone and comes to her. She's like, she enjoys, him, his smell. This is all witchcraft. She says she sprays his perfume. This is all witchcraft, so that she feels his presence. She said her friend has a medical condition, which she won't say, but she's very ill. And she said a voice kept whispering in her ear because she basically wishes that this lady loses her offspring that she has with this man. You see, like, men, y'all don't understand, a lot of y'all, that this is a lot of the reason too that you are having problems in your marriage, problems performing at work. When you tie yourselves to these witch side chick women, she now is praying for the harm of this man's child, his unborn child. And she trying to put it off like, oh, she hearing a voice. And a lot of y'all don't even know what these chicks' mental state be. And y'all be opening up the door to this in a family. Like, I done seen way too many stories of side chicks gone wrong, where the men are told where the wife get her hair done, or just, told the wife allergy, all kind of stuff, just talking too much. And the wife is vulnerable in two ways, because this person is a friend to her, but also the husband probably is revealing stuff. So now he don't even know this lady is wishing this on his child. Her level of wickedness, she's saying that she wished something on the child. I'm not even going to repeat that wickedness. And she said she shouted, God forbid, and she prayed, because that's what you must do. You resist the devil and he'll flee. And you cast down all vain imaginations, ma'am. Get thine own husband, right? Because her ultimate goal, she said she wanted to marry her husband and raise her child. So this lady wants this lady. Who's to say this lady has not gone ill because this man has opened up the door to his marriage to this outside strange woman? So all of this is going on. And like I said, a lot of men do not even know the depths of the witchcraft that the side chick is. They don't know because of lust. They're focusing on the lust aspect, but not even focusing on the fact that the Father tells you to avoid these things, because if you join yourself and you marry a harlot, you're going to be debased. Hasatan knows that men get debased the fastest with sensual activity. She says that she's thinking of moving to another country, but she doubts if that will help. Any distance will hold her away from him. So, sisters, if you are a righteous woman of the Most High, which I ask that the Father cancel this assignment, and restore this lady's marriage and removes this unfriendly friend lady away from this lady. This lady has off thoughts, and it's not of the Most High. A lot of y'all sisters don't know that y'all can help y'all other sisters in Christ. Let's say you on the workplace and you notice it's a home wrecker lady on the workplace. Intercede for your other sisters in Christ, because guess what? Those prayers, that's on file. So now you reap whatever you sow, that shall you reap. So therefore, now you have an extra layer of protection in your union, and the Most High will honor that, because you, as a sister and a daughter of Zion, honored your sister by praying and interceding for the stuff that she was not able to see. And I hope y'all enjoyed this content. Thank y'all so much for listening, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. Thanks for watching.